What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. If you're under 18, ask your parents before you call. 1-900-9099-CRY.
I came into contact with somebody from one of the big four, ended up becoming kind of a mentor to me. He's now a member of our club.
Man, when I first saw my first Hell's Angel standing there, I was like, that's what I want to be, man.
If you're running a three-piece, just like you know, it is truly an outlaw standard. Doesn't make you a one percenter, but it makes you an outlaw.
This is what I believe in, you know, and it was awesome to see that my brothers believed in me.
It's the wolf leading the sheep, man. You know, the sheep need to open their eyes because they're about to walk off the cliff where the whole other pack of wolves are at the bottom.
If you were getting your lunch money taken before you put them rags on, if they catch you by yourself, they're going to take your lunch money again.
I try to be around the guys and hang out with them as much as possible and get to know them, because that's really what it's about.
The Hells Angels are being arraigned.
One man was stabbed in the chest, another was knocked out, who faced criminal charges, including charges of hate crimes as well as gang allegations. One defendant faces an attempted murder charge. So this certainly appears to be a widespread investigation.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the interview that the Galloping Goose did about this whole situation. And I'm going to clarify a bunch of different things that people might have a misconception on. A lot of different narratives are going out there, but I'm going to clear some things up so people understand the whole context to all this situation. Because some people are saying, oh, they're just burning Galloping Goose stuff. No, they're burning the Picayune Galloping Goose stuff. And this isn't the whole Galloping Goose stuff. This doesn't represent the whole club. This is just that chapter down there in Mississippi, in Picayune. So the people that burned their Galloping Goose support gear, that was just Picayune Galloping Goose support gear. Now, these people, I mean, I know they're in the same club, but they don't represent the whole club, you know? So don't let their actions cast a negative shadow on everybody in that club, because that's definitely not like that. It's like that with every club, right? Someone will do something in one club. It kind of puts a bad reputation on them, but this situation's pretty bad. But so these members came forward. Well, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. There's so many things to talk about. The first story we're going to talk about, we're going to run through a bunch of quick stories, and then we'll get down to the meat and potatoes of things. So the Banditos represented strong at the Colorado Motorcycle Expo this year. I got a video. Check it out.
Banditos representing.
Went there because I mean that's where they live. Craziness, man. But shout out to them. There's tons of things going on. 6th person has been arrested for the attempted assassination of a judge. This is the 6th person to be arrested. Police confirmed 6 arrests in the shooting of Tippecanoe County judge. Tippecanoe County, Indiana. Police have announced another arrest in connection with a targeted shooting of a judge and his wife. The Lafayette Police Department confirmed Wednesday night the 23-year-old Nevaeh Bell of Lafayette has been arrested and brought into custody without incident. Bell is the sixth person arrested as part of an investigation into the shooting of a judge and his wife. She faces the following charges: attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, aggravated battery, 2 counts of battery and means of a deadly weapon, 2 counts of intimidation, 2 counts of obstruction of justice, and attempted murder. So she is screwed. She is one of 5 other people criminally charged for their alleged roles in an incident at a judge's home on the 1700 block of Mill Pond Lane on January 18th. Court documents revealed the group of 5 individuals allegedly conspired to target the judge as he was set to oversee trial of Thomas Moss, whose investigators described the high-ranking member of the Indiana chapter of the Phantoms Motorcycle Club. Moss's trial, in which Mayer was presiding over, was scheduled to begin on January 20th. So he thought that he can do this, right? And it would stop him from being prosecuted. That's crazy. I don't understand what goes through people's minds. So according to court documents, Moss was charged in the Tippecanoe County Court in June of 2024 with 9 felonies, including possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon, intimidation, domestic battery, and criminal recklessness. Ferguson and 2 others, Blake Smith, Thomas Moss, each have been charged with attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, battery, intimidation for their alleged roles in the shooting. Investigators believe Raylan Ferguson was the person responsible for pulling the trigger. Other individuals involved in the case identified as Amanda Meslip, Zendana Greer, have been charged with bribery, assisting a criminal in obstruction of justice. So they're charged with bribery because they tried to go to witnesses and say, if you don't testify, we'll give you this money and all this stuff. So according to court documents, investigators believe Bell as Moss's girlfriend, after she was one of 3 people listed in connection with the LLC registered in Moss's name, titled Journeyman Trucking Company. Ferguson is also connected to the business. As the investigation continued, detectives learned that the judge had overseen the divorce proceedings involving Blake Smith. The proceeding concluded with Meyer granting a request for Smith's wife to relocate to a different state with their children. Ferguson ultimately admitted to visiting the judge's residence on January 16th and pulling the trigger 2 days later. He allegedly told investigators he did it for bro. Wow. And confirms his association with the Phantoms Motorcycle Club. I know other people are saying, oh, he's not a part of this club, but I mean, they're saying it right here that one person has a connection, he's associate to the club, and the other person is a high-ranking member in the club. Ferguson claims he did not want to be included in the plan, but was told his debt worth $20,000 would be absolved if he carried out the plan. Court documents said Ferguson added that Moss allegedly promised to give him a new rank within the gang if he was successful. During the interview with Ferguson, he told investigators that Bell had allegedly supplied him with money to carry out the plan, and recalled also participating in a plan to send Ferguson to Pennsylvania, where he was instructed by Bell and Moss to find key witness in Moss's trial and kill her. Bell is alleged to have provided Ferguson with a mask he wore during these encounters when he attempted to prove to be unsuccessful in Pennsylvania. Ferguson was reported, turned his attention towards the judge in Lafayette. Bell was allegedly involved in multiple conversations centered around killing the judge, which Ferguson said took place in her basement. detectives learned the original plan involving Ferguson was to break into the judge's home, hold him and his wife at gunpoint, have Mayor's wife restrain the judge with zip ties, leaving a note, shooting the judge, and exiting the residence. He recalled Bell and Moss reviewing satellite view of the area surrounding Mayor's residence. Ferguson said Smith helped him obtain a disguise before the shooting, while Bell allegedly utilized an app to confirm Mayor's residence to assist in their planning. The court documents revealed that the investigators executed a search warrant on Bell's cell phone, in which showed Meyer's address in the search history. You can't get away with nothing nowadays. Ferguson also shared Bell as the individual who provided him with money to purchase food for a fake delivery at the judge's home. And that's the reason why they went to the door, right? Suspicious incident saw Ferguson approach the home for a food delivery. And that's what happened. They went to the house. They said, "Hey, we got a food delivery for you." And when they said, "Nah, we didn't order nothing," boom, 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 we shot through the door. It's pretty nuts. Pretty crazy shit. So in other news, Rabbit, what's going on? Comment make you angry. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Lindsay, how are you? Rabbit of Chaos, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. Dominic, how you doing? Shout out to Dominic. Appreciate you. Thank you guys all. Virginia Chaos is in the building. I sent your stuff out, man. I sent it out Monday. I sent stuff Monday, yesterday. So I've been on my game, man. I've been sending stuff out. Shout out to Virginia Chaos. The merch is on the way. Appreciate you. So in other news, if you guys aren't aware, there's been a big raid up there in Quebec with the Hells Angels. Over 160 police officers launched a raid targeting the Hells Angels in Quebec and New Brunswick. Raids in the Hells Angels in Quebec and New Brunswick. Montreal, more than 160 officers has launched a series of raids in Quebec and New Brunswick, allegedly targeting the Hells Angels cocaine distribution networks. News release in Quebec, the police say the raids were conducted integrated unit that specializes in organized crime and comprised of officers, RCMP, and municipal police. The release says the operation targeted alleged cocaine networks as well as systems to control territory and benefit of the Hells Angels motorcycle chapters in Quebec. Pivotal police say the raids began early in the morning across unidentified municipalities in Quebec and New Brunswick. The news release gave few details about the operation. Police are saying they will provide an update in the case in the coming days. The integrated police unit known as ENRO has made a mandate to target leaders of organized crime networks. So I'll bring you guys more information when that becomes available. That's a pretty substantial fucking situation. So the high-ranking member of the Gambino, well, he's not a high-ranking member. He's just a soldier in the Gambino family. The guy on the right, he has been sentenced to prison. Well, he pleaded guilty. Reputed Gambino family soldier James Lafort pleaded guilty Wednesday to racketeering conspiracy, Hobbs Act extortion violations, witness intimidation, and other charges in the New York criminal federal indictment. Sweep up 10 suspects, including Gambino Capo Joe Lonnie, a.k.a. Joe Brooklyn. These 10 Gambino members and associates orchestrated a campaign of violent assaults, property destruction, and collect debts, intimidate witnesses, and those employed by companies competing with them. Stated FBI assistant director in charge, their collective actions terrorize New York residents, businesses to generate illegal revenue streams. Lafort already pleaded guilty and is serving an 11.5-year federal prison sentence in a massive Philadelphia fraud case, along with his brother, Joseph Lafort. That's the guy on the left, who is serving 15 years in federal prison, locked up at Fort Dix in New Jersey. So that's coming to a wrap. But I believe one of their wives is arrested too, and one of his ex-wives as well. So that's a huge situation. Let's see here. So let's get to the topic at hand. So the Galloping Goose finally came forward and did an interview. We're going to take a look at that interview and see what are the questions that he asked, because I don't think he really asked them too much. I don't think he really dug in and asked the questions that needed to be asked. Like some of the questions that I would ask is, well, you were her friend, right? This is an ex-member's girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, right? So might as well call her the wife, right? Mike, what's going on? So why did you just stand around and not do nothing? That's one of the questions I would have asked. He didn't ask that. So the outcome of this situation, this guy has been tossed out of the club. I reached out to the Galloping Goose, and this guy on the right has been tossed out of the club. He is no longer associated with the Galloping Goose. The alleged president of the club, the guy that sat there and did nothing, he has been reprimanded, and he's on probation, allegedly. That's what I hear, is that they took his patch from him. He can only wear soft colors. I don't know. And listen, other people are saying, oh, Bill Staxx influence is the reason this happened. No, it's not. No, it's not. Definitely is not the reason any of this happened. This happened because of their actions. This has nothing to do with me. Other people are covering this case too. This is nationwide. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't cause this. They did. So I don't got nothing against the Galloping Goose Motorcycle Club. Shout out to all the other members. But these guys are, I mean, you can see it for yourself. So we're going to take a look at this interview, and you guys judge for yourself. Let's check it out.
All over the place.
Yeah. Now, we get together several times a year. We discuss things. We talk about our members that we have and what's going on in their lives, in their personal lives, and in the club life. And one thing to remember is every brother has a vote. One person, one vote. So this is
you notice this guy's in soft colors, right? This guy's got his patch on. He doesn't. And this is the alleged president. The guy on the right is the alleged president that stood around and didn't do anything while his brother was assaulting the woman. And that was supposed to be his friend. Now, they think they have some exclusive evidence in this case, and we're going to look at it.
A true democracy.
Right.
It's not a dictatorship.
Right.
Let's put it
all right. We don't need to hear about
that way.
You know,
I'd like to get into this with you guys, and if you've got any insight on what happened, I'd sure love to hear it. CW, you want to take that one?
Yep. What happened is we had just finished the Angel Tree ride
for abused women. They just finished a ride for abused women. Insane. Like you can't make this up.
Raising over $3,000, $2,000, $2,200 to be exact. And some of the guys decided to go up Moonshine because you called the name out. So they went up to Moonshine, and they were up there just enjoying themselves. Long ride, a lot of miles, and just to hang out and relax, talk about what they did, how good it was, everything. And the video.
Make sure you guys go subscribe to Picayune now and tell them Bill Staxx sent you.
Shows that
it's over on Facebook. Fair use.
They were there about 15 to 20 minutes, just enjoying themselves, having a drink, and carrying on. About 20 minutes after they were there, there's a motorcycle rides down the highway, turns around, comes back, parks crossways in the parking lot. And the video.
Now he's gonna assume, right? Or he's gonna allege that she's been drinking. I mean, I don't know what relevance that has to. I mean, you're at a bar, right? Like,
Video will show that that was Mojo. Stumbled around a little bit.
You guys watch and tell me if you think she's stumbling around a little bit.
Getting off her bike. The video shows that. And came inside, and she seen the guys out back.
Is she stumbling around? Did she look like she's stumbling around? I'm just curious. What do you guys think? Is she stumbling around?
In the parking lot. And the video will show that that was Mojo. Stumbled around a little bit, getting off her bike. The video shows that. And came inside, and she seen the guys out back. When she crossed through,
I don't see her stumbling at all.
Through the curtains.
She had just gotten there then.
And one of our brothers asked her very nicely, stay away from us. Go back in the inside bar. You can drink in there all you want. Just stay.
Listen, they know these people, right? Like, this is their ex-brother that is in good standing out on medical, right? This is his old lady. So they act like she's just somebody that's there. Like they don't know her.
Away from us. Asked her 5 times.
They ask her 5 times to stay away from us.
The video, there's no audio, so you can't really tell what's being said.
So that's where we're going to put Kevin on the spot now, because Kevin was there when it happened. And he can verify the conversation.
So
Yeah, let's hear it, Kevin.
She had just gotten there, walked in. I don't think she had even ordered a drink yet.
She went up to the bar. It shows her going up to the bartender, the bar lady, and then coming out back.
Okay.
To the outside bar, as we call it.
Right. Pushed open the curtain and approaches a group of people at the table. I think, Kevin, you were one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't think too many words even came out of Elizabeth's mouth when she walked up to the table. She even said, I came up bopping. She was like this, you know? She was in a good mood, bopping, walking up to the bar. No, they do not own the bar. They own the bar. They can tell people where to go. I guess so. Get out of here. Don't come here. Scrap Iron, how you doing? But they act like this lady doesn't know them. They're acting like this is their ex-brother's old lady that they still have associations with.
You want to help fill us in on what transpired out there?
Well, when she walked outside, then she was asked to stay away.
Yep, the bartender's Kevin's wife.
Don't come by us. Go back in the bar.
Why is that?
Why is that? You guys, let's hear their answer. Cali Wildboy, how you doing? Trying to justify the actions, 100%. 100%. The whole she was stumbling off her bike. We told her to get away from us, so. And I don't care. I think the bar's liable. I think they're liable.
I think because it was
the private conversation. I presume. I mean, that's
not really.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a private conversation.
It was just a club issue.
Okay.
Wait, so if it wasn't a private conversation, it was a club issue? 100% scripted interview. Yeah. It wasn't a private conversation. It was a club issue. Isn't that a private conversation? I'm just curious. If it's a private conversation, it's not a private conversation. It's a club issue.
And
she's not in the club, and she didn't. I understand.
And she refused to go back inside
She was out there for like 2 minutes before this dude slammed her on the ground.
And there was a argument, and then
he says an argument ensued. She's not stumbling. These geese have their gooses cooked. She's not a member, no. Club issue, but she's not a member.
when she did go back inside,
see, he's trying to breeze over him slamming her on the ground and then bashing her in the face. Yeah. He's trying to breeze over that part. Him slamming her on the ground.
I think because it was
the private conversation. I presume. I mean, that's
not really.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a private conversation.
It was just a club issue.
Okay.
It was a club issue, but they won't say what it is. The club issue is allegedly why they're all mad and telling her to get away, right?
Yeah. And
she's not in the club, and she didn't. I understand.
And she refused to go back inside.
Watch, she tries to breeze over the part where she gets slammed on the ground. Watch.
And there was a argument, and then when she did go back inside.
All right, so there was an argument, and then she did go back inside, right? Sure, she been told twice, right? Yeah.
I don't know what she was saying. I don't remember, but she was saying stuff when she walked inside. And the situation escalated.
Okay, but we're still outside at this point.
Yeah, see,
right?
He brings it back. Wait. What about we're not done.
Something happened outside.
The video shows.
Sounds like he's freezing up, man. What's going on? Cat got your tongue?
The video shows that one of our brothers asked her 5 times.
No, come on, man. She wasn't even out there for 2 seconds before this dude walks up and slams her on the ground. Like, she walks up to the table, he comes around, slams her on the ground. There is no he asked her 5 times. Okay, so that justifies this, huh?
To stay away, puts his hand up and tells her, stay away.
Right.
Go inside. Enjoy yourself in there. Stay away. Kevin himself asked her 3 times.
Oh, so we got 8 times she's been asked to stay away, right? In a matter of 1 second. You could see in the video, he points and says, get out of here, basically, right? And then he walks around the table, slams her on the ground.
To do the same thing. After the pushing incident where she fell down.
Pushing incident where she fell down.
She got back up. At that point in time,
there was a chair.
Pushing incident, huh? That's what that was. Yeah.
Fell over a chair.
Yeah, bar
right.
stool. Big chair, whatever it is.
Those are
from around
big,
those tables.
Pretty
well,
big
and they're tall chairs.
Right.
But at that point in time, she.
Look how quick this happens, okay? I can't not show you when the whole altercation, but I could show you until leading up to it. Watch how quick this happens. And they try to say, oh, they asked her 8 times to get out of here. And then she fell down.
Would have realized or should have realized that she really wasn't wanted outside there.
Get out of here, right?
We're not saying she's not allowed in a bar because it's not our bar.
Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
She chose to stay.
Get out of here, get out of here. That quick, right?
In that situation.
Boom.
After what had happened. That was her decision.
She chose to stay in the bar after this situation had happened. Wow. That's his is that your final answer?
Realized or should have realized that she really wasn't wanted outside there. We're not saying she's not allowed in a bar because it's not our bar.
That's right.
But she chose to stay in that situation after what had happened.
She chose to stay in the bar after she got thrown on the ground. So what, should that have been her cue to get out of there? I'm just curious.
That was her decision.
That was her decision. So she knew what was going to happen next, right?
And again, she was asked to leave and go inside.
Yeah, with a punch to the face. See, this guy don't know what to ask. I think he's kind of like, he's a little nervous. The guy interviewing him.
When she went down, she got back up and she approached you, Kevin. What?
How come you don't say about how she got bashed in the face while she was on the ground? This dude choke slams her and then bashes her in the face. She fell. She fell off the bar stool.
What was she saying? Was she saying anything?
That was the
initial incident. Because in the video, she walked over to you after the incident.
She wasn't talking to me when she walked over by me.
Oh, that sure looks like she's talking to you, Kevin.
She was still talking to somebody else.
What was?
She's talking to you there. Like, are these guys serious? These guys will tell you it's fucking blue outside, right? Is anyone else uncomfortable with this interview? Yes, me. Very. Hey, why the hell are these guys giving an interview? Whatever happened to just shutting the fuck up? I don't understand. There's nothing. All they could have said, right? The best thing for them to do would have been to come out and say, we condemn this situation. We don't condone this type of behavior, and it should have never happened. That should have been their official statement. But this is what they got. How they donate to abused women's shelters. They just got done doing a ride for abused women. And then they go to this bar. They tell her to get out of here. It's crazy.
What was being said out there at the time? Is there anything you can share with us?
Just back and forth.
She looked like she was, and rightfully so. If somebody pushed me down, I'd be upset too. But you can see she's clearly upset and yelling and moving her hands and stuff. And I of course she was upset. She got pushed down.
Right.
But
dude, she got more than pushed down. I can't show the video. If you want to watch the video, go to Facebook. Being from KC, I remember when the Goose was all over the place, but haven't seen them around. Listen, this is not the whole club. This is Picayune, Mississippi, okay? So we're not saying every member is like this. We're not saying that the club is like this. We're saying these individuals from Picayune, Mississippi, they did the wrong thing, man. And trust me, it's not my influence that gets these guys reprimanded or their patches taken or any. I don't have that type of power. So I don't know where they're getting that information from.
What was being said out there?
Just a lot of vulgar words.
Okay. Okay, so within 30 seconds to a minute, I believe.
He's saying a whole lot to her right there, right? My bad, I'm at the Goose. Ran KC for years. I mean, I always heard about good things about this club.
She did indeed leave the back porch and walk through the curtain and go inside. And
he followed her.
And one of your members followed her inside.
She kept on with the vulgar language back at him.
He's trying to justify it. He's trying to justify. She kept with the vulgar language.
Right. And she walked inside like she was asked to do, and one of your members followed her inside. According to the video. Is there something you can share with us about that? What happened inside?
Just at the language.
Wow.
She kept on and kept on. If she'd have just turned around at the very beginning and
I can't, bro. I can't. If she would have just kept on, you know, she just kept on. If she would have just kept her mouth shut,
walked away, I think that would have de-escalated everything.
yeah, sure.
However, it did not. Now, the incident that happened in the bar, I'm here to tell you that our organization does not condone that at all. Our whole organization, we do not condone that type of behavior.
Listen, this is more than a smack. She's a loudmouth drunk. Well, you know what you are? You're in the bathroom. Get the fuck out of here. So join the other turds, all right? Be far from me to speak to another club's business, but they got to rip the Band-Aid off and cut the cancer. This guy obviously wasn't thinking about his brothers or the legacy of his club. So vulgar language equals get the shit beat out of you. That's what it is. Like that upsets you. So Peterson says, Preston, sorry, says vulgar language like upsets you guys. What? Pitiful excuse for a 1%er. Just crazy. I don't understand, man.
Can you tell us any more about what happened inside the bar? Because I mean, everybody has seen the video.
Everybody
awful.
sees it. Everybody sees it. That lasted. Look at the timestamp on it. Less than a minute.
Right.
It only lasted less than a minute. You know, less than a minute. It was less than a minute. Man, listen. Absolutely disgusting, man. Yeah, I think a tough 1%er could take a little shit talking. I mean,
less than a minute.
What took my breath away as much as the assault that took place on video was the fact that nobody helped that girl.
No, CMC. That guy is not the national president. The other guy on the right was the alleged Picayune president. I don't know about the guy on the left. I don't know his status or anything like that.
I don't know her. I don't know anybody in the video, but nobody helped her. I'd like to talk about that.
Nobody helped her at all. Nobody stopped this guy from doing this. He unleashed a barrage upon. He hit her like 50-something times, okay? This is disgusting. The video's disgusting. People are outraged about this situation.
The only thing I can say to that is people understand that there's club business, and we will deal with that, and we already have dealt with that, and that's all I can say about that.
And they said that, oh, he was a member for 17 years. So what? He doesn't represent your club very well. And they were asking, how come nobody called the police? This woman has a panic button under the bar, right? She didn't use it. So is the bar responsible? Is the bar liable? I think the bar is liable because they got a panic button. They didn't press it. So now at the end of this video, there's a surprise that they got for everybody. And I think it's pretty crazy that they try to use this at the end of this video. It's pretty wild.
Okay.
It was totally out of hand. Again, we don't condone that type of behavior. And internally in our organization, we have dealt with that.
Do you believe that somebody should have intervened?
Not for me to decide.
Would you have?
I don't know. Probably. It depends on her language.
Certainly took
how
it overboard.
Antagonizing.
It depends on her language and how antagonizing she was. If he would have intervened. Wow. These people Wow. And this is your ex-brother's girl. This isn't some random woman that's drunk in a bar talking shit to you. This is your ex-brother's girl of 9 years. And this is what you do. She had her back turned, 100%. This dude pushes her head down to that bar, right? And she throws her arm up, and that's when he unleashes a barrage.
We will deal with that, and we already have dealt with that. And that's all I can say about that.
Okay.
It was totally out of hand. Again, we don't condone that type of behavior. And internally,
he doesn't like that she embarrassed him. That's what it was. She embarrassed him, and he didn't like it.
In our organization, we have dealt with that.
Do you believe that somebody should have intervened?
Not for me to decide.
Would you have?
Depends on her language.
I don't know. Probably. It depends on her
He
language.
certainly took it
how
overboard.
Antagonizing and won't shut up. I don't know.
If she wouldn't shut up, hey, let him do what he got to do.
I don't know. Every situation's different.
Kevin, is there something, anything you can add to that?
It should have never happened. It was a bad thing, and like you said, we don't condone that sort of thing going on throughout the nation.
So it's just to paraphrase, that was unacceptable behavior. Can we all agree on that?
Absolutely.
And it should have never happened.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Yep.
A lot of things happen that are actually a lot of things.
You don't condone it, but you didn't stop it. Wow. Oh, I don't know if I would have stopped it. Depends on her language, how antagonizing she was.
Didn't happen. Nobody called the police. I'd like to talk about that. Why didn't anybody call the police?
Can't speak on behalf of anybody else in that bar. That's not for us to do.
Okay.
Don't know.
This was a bad idea for them to do an interview. Terrible idea.
Kevin, there's something you'd like to add to that? The law enforcement was not notified. That really surprised me and everybody that's seen the video. There's some reason. Is that club related?
I don't know what people do.
That's Picayune Now. He's on Facebook. Go subscribe to him on Facebook. Tell him Staxx sent you.
It's their business.
Okay. And for the record, you were there, right?
Yep.
And your wife is the bartender.
Yes.
That's certainly no secret.
Right.
Is that the reason why she didn't call an ambulance?
Was she the only bartender there that night? I think she's the only one in the video, I believe.
Yeah, at that time.
In the video, at least, yeah.
At that time.
And certainly, absolutely never would it be okay for her to intervene.
There's been a warrant for his arrest. Like, this dude passing the buck big time, 100%. There is a warrant for his arrest.
And try to break it up. I wouldn't think. I would never recommend that.
She was in a state of shock because she's never been in that situation before. She's never seen anything like that.
Right.
So she didn't know what to do.
See, so he knows that this is a bad situation because he's saying how his wife is in so much shock and she never seen nothing like that. But you didn't stop it. You didn't stop her from seeing something like that.
Fair enough.
Let me ask these two gentlemen that are doing this interview a question. What if it was your girl? What if it was your wife at a different bar? What then? How would you feel if it was your wife or your daughter? Things would be different, huh? This is your ex-brother's old lady. Like, this isn't some random woman off the street. Not that that's okay either. But this is your ex-brother who's still good friends with everybody, who left on medical terms. This is his old lady. This isn't some random woman.
But the fact that nobody stepped in to stop it, that was pretty shocking. And everybody,
He doesn't even mention this in this interview.
that's a big question that everybody has. And the fact that law enforcement was never notified is also a big question. And we, I guess we can never say what we would do in that same situation. That's, I believe that's a honest response.
Well, like I said, we can't speak on behalf of her. That's not. We can't speak on anybody else's behavior.
Okay. CW and Kevin, I would like to know what the official position of the Galloping Goose Motorcycle Club is on something like what happened that night on November 22nd.
Well, I put out the official position the other night before this interview dropped. They put this guy out of the club.
The assault in the bar.
She's hurt, man. They broke her jaw, fractured her cheekbone, laceration on her fucking head. What's that called when something's in your brain when you get punched in the head? Starts with an A. She's hurt bad. Her hearing's messed up on her left ear, or one of her ears. She's hurt really bad.
What's your position on that?
Like I said earlier,
a GoFundMe will be up for her today. One of her friends is putting together a GoFundMe. I'll share it out. You guys can help her out if you want. She needs to pay for her medical bills. So if you guys want to help out, I'll be sharing the GoFundMe later.
Club does not condone that type of behavior. The whole nation does not condone that type of behavior. So that individual has been reprimanded and is no longer part of our organization.
He got kicked out of the motorcycle club. Is that what you're telling me?
He is no longer part of our organization, and that's an in-house, a club-related deal. We take care of the issues in-house.
We take care of our what? Your ex-brother's old lady? That's crazy. I wonder what the Nationals think of this, because I mean, I'm sure they've seen this. Aneurysm? No, not an aneurysm. It's a lesion. A lesion? Lesion? Yeah, lesion. Sorry, lesion. Something on her brain. Fucking broke her jaw, fractured her cheekbone, messed up her hearing. Like, yeah, the interview is doing more harm than good. 100%, man. 100%. Wait until they insert foot to mouth in a minute. Wait for this one.
He's been there for a while, hadn't he?
About 17 years, yes.
So that's a big deal, I would think.
I don't care if he's been there 30 years. He needs to be out bad. This guy's a black guy on your club. This guy on the right is a bad look, too.
I mean,
absolutely.
It gets a lot better, guys. It gets a lot better.
But everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Now, this was a mistake, guys. This was a mistake. This wasn't deliberate or any of that. This was a mistake. Pure mistake. No, a mistake is forgetting your fucking car keys. A mistake is locking your car keys in your fucking car. This is a deliberate act. This is not a mistake. These guys should not have done this interview. This is bad for them.
Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Well, there was.
Oh, yeah, she has cancer. She has cancer as well. She's going through cancer treatments. Something related to her. It's something in her brain where when they hit her in the head, or maybe her skull or something, don't worry. There'll be a whole list of what's wrong with her. But she is going through cancer treatments as well to top it off. She just got done with cancer treatments, right?
Some other members that were present as well. Did you guys address that?
Yes, the other members that were there have been reprimanded.
You notice he doesn't have his cut on, right? This guy, the president. So I take it he's not the president anymore. Now it's a mistake. Yep. So I really just wonder what the Nationals think of this. I know there's a big run that's going down that are going to be in that area very soon, maybe this weekend. And allegedly they're going to be around this area. Maybe they'll have a big meeting and figure everything out for good, right? And then come out with an official statement on what's going on. Just crazy.
And again, that's an in-house issue that we deal with our way.
Kevin, you got anything to add to that?
It was an accident. She fell 47 times. Yep. If this interview is supposed to be good PR, it's going the other way. 100%, Joe. Now it's a mistake.
No.
Just that the official position is that's unacceptable behavior. Is that
exactly?
Is that fair?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why that person is no longer a member of our organization. We don't tolerate it, and that's how we mitigate it.
That was certainly the right call. I mean, I applaud you guys for that. That I can't.
Wow, this guy's giving him way too much fucking credit over here, man. Like I know you got some brown stuff on your nose there, buddy.
I can't imagine any club, whether it's a motorcycle club or any organization on the planet, that would see that video and say, "That's what we represent." I cannot imagine anybody being wanting to be associated with that. Not absolutely.
Of course not. But these guys are saying it's a mistake. It was a mistake. She tripped over the bar stool. They're downplaying everything that happened. Oh, she tripped over the bar stool. She was getting mouthy. You know, would you have stopped it? Depends on how mouthy she was. That's exactly what he said. It depends on how mouthy she was.
Absolutely believe that was the right decision from the Galloping Goose Motors.
They should be paying all her medical bills. It's literally the only saving grace they got. 100%, Joe. 100%. And that's why Buddy looked at the camera. That's why they're gonna put together a GoFundMe, because she needs help paying her medical bills, and I don't know if they will come through and try to help her out with her bills. So one of her friends is going to be making a GoFundMe page, and we'll all be donating to it and helping her out. If all of us that are watching this video and doing things like that, they should make it a public apology to her too. 100%. And not this guy or this other guy. It's bad, man. They shouldn't have did this interview, I don't think.
Cycle Club.
And now listen, I cut off about 5 minutes of this interview because when they started, he asked them, "When did you guys start riding motorcycles?" "No, when did you get into motorcycles?" They're all chumming it up for about 5 minutes. Talking about motorcycles and how great it is to ride motorcycles. And then they talked about how they help the community and they donate for abused women. For the first 5 minutes, I cut that part out.
What would you like the public to know about Galloping Goose Motorcycle Club?
Yeah, let's hear this.
It's not, there's more to your club than what everybody saw in that video. I know there is. What would you like everybody to know about that?
Well, like I said before, we do a lot of charities throughout our whole nation, from the far north to the
Picayune is a black eye of this club, of that club. 100%. They're not a good representation.
far west to the far south, everything in between. All of our organizations, all of our chapters do charity events. We help raise money for sick, for funerals, for family care, for you name it.
Abused women. I agree, Staxx. Feel very uncomfortable being in any club business. My old man always says, club business is none of my business. STMC, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today.
And we're all a part of it. And we all do those things. All of us.
I mean, so watch this, right? This is what he first said when he came on. Let me show you. This is what he first said when he came on. You can't make this up.
That's one of the oldest, yeah.
Yeah, we're the oldest. 1942.
That's
we're
one
the
of the oldest, yeah.
Yeah, we're the oldest 1% motorcycle club in the United States.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. Stop disrespecting real ones that.
1942.
That's
we're
one
the
of the
oldest.
oldest, yeah.
Yeah, we're the oldest 1% motorcycle club in the United States.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. Stop disrespecting real ones that are in the game.
Established in 1942.
So he started off with misinformation. Just saying.
That's the stereotype that we're breaking. The old stereotype of the 1960s and 70s. That's not us.
I can't.
CW and Kevin, we're fixing to wrap this up. If there's anything else,
Oh wait, here, wait. There's more, guys. There's more. The groundbreaking evidence that they want you to
like
know.
the public to know,
Ready? You ready for this? Come on, it gets better.
or for me to know, or anything, because when this goes out, everybody's going to see it. Is there anything else you'd like to cover, Kevin? CW, it's all yours.
Yeah, actually, there is.
No, yeah, actually, there is. I got a trick up my sleeve, huh? You got to trick up your sleeve. Let's see it.
The public has seen a couple of videos, but not the whole video.
Oh, not the whole video? Well, what do you mean?
And the whole video actually shows a parking lot in front of the bar.
Don't you say?
And it shows an individual leaving, which is Mojo, because everybody knows who it is.
Yeah, there's no secrets anymore.
Right, no secret. So after this incident happened inside the bar, Mojo actually hung around for another 7 minutes, according to the timestamp on the video. She actually went back outside bar.
100%. 100%. Well, terrible. They shouldn't have done an interview. Wow. Why? So listen to their new groundbreaking evidence. Listen to this.
Saw Kevin, borrowed a cigarette, bummed a cigarette from him.
Bummed a cigarette from him. Used his cell phone.
And asked for him to call her old man. He got his phone out. He called her old man.
You're still not saying that that's your ex-club brother. And who cares? She used his phone. So what? Let's hear it.
And gave her the phone. He heard one side of a story. Don't know what it is. Don't know.
One side of a story. I think he heard the truth. She got the shit beat out of her by one of your brothers at the bar. I mean, that's the story.
Know what was entailed in it and who was on the other line, if he even answered. But shortly thereafter, you'll see her slamming his phone down.
Watch this. She does not slam the phone down. She slides it on the table, right? Watch this. Watch. Ready?
Kevin can attest to that when she was leaving, she was steadily
Watch the phone. Ready?
cursing him out.
I'd be cursing him out too if I just got this shit beat out of me at a bar.
After he just tried to help her with that part of the story.
Oh my God, that's groundbreaking news. Holy shit, this changes everything, guys.
So let's go out to the parking lot now. So 7 minutes she stayed in the bar afterwards.
Well, she was probably trying to get herself together.
Now she gets on her motorcycle. Her statements have been that she went straight to the hospital.
So their defense is that she didn't go straight to the hospital. So what? That makes this okay? Like, I'm just...
Another statement that she has made is that she had called a friend of hers.
Look,
and that friend of hers in the shower.
She just slid the phone on the table. Did you see that? She slammed his phone down. You ready? Watch her slam his phone down.
And that
there you go. That's the slamming the phone down.
Afterwards. Now she gets on her motorcycle. Her statements have been that she went straight to the hospital. Another statement that she has made is that she had called a friend of hers.
Ready? Here's the slamming of the phone down. Ready? Look.
And that friend,
she slammed it down. You can't believe nothing these people say. So they're saying that she didn't go directly to the hospital. That makes this somehow that I don't understand. What's their argument? Okay, she didn't go straight to the hospital. I don't care if she went home and went to sleep first.
Of hers in the sheriff's department met her and escorted her to the hospital.
I believe it was police department.
Police department.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. But the video that nobody else has seen, but you will now, shows her making a left turn.
Oh my God, this changes everything, guys. She makes a left turn out of the parking lot, and that's not the direction of the hospital.
Out of the parking lot, opposite direction of the hospital in Picayune, headed towards the kill. So hours later, after she went the opposite direction, she ended up at another bar.
Oh no! Well, she took a left out of the bar, the opposite direction of the hospital, and went to another bar. This changes everything. This really changes everything, don't it, guys? Are you serious? Like,
down closer to Picayune.
Hours later.
Well, I would say, I mean, there's, I mean, we don't have the specific video of that, but
I wouldn't believe you if you did.
It was determined that she went into another establishment, another bar, and borrowed some money to buy a phone.
What relevance does this have on anything? Just curious.
Now, my question is how could she call a friend of hers to immediately escort her to a hospital when she didn't even have a phone?
Are you serious, dude? This is the groundbreaking information? Wow. So this justifies it, right? That she didn't run to the hospital. Well, you guys didn't call a fucking ambulance. So.
Before the Goose do anything else or continue anything else, I would like for you as an interviewer to meet with her and obtain those records. She can get her own records.
I think your national presidents or someone higher up in the organization should handle this situation instead of these people, because these people are trying to justify this guy's actions. And now, listen to this shit. Listen to this. They're going to say that they want her medical report, right, from this day. And they think that she's going to change the date on it, the date and the time that she went to the hospital.
And verify that they're original
what records?
From the hospital.
Okay.
We would like to know when she was checked in, what date and time, what the doctor's diagnosis was, and also what time she checked out, date and time when she checked out.
Now, what relevance? I mean, I understand, right? Okay, you want to get the doctor report and what she went there and had done and this and that. But listen to this. Don't worry, you'll get all that information in a civil case that's most likely going to be coming. I don't know.
I would like for you to assist her with that to make sure that these documents there's no discrepancy in the documents. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be assisting him with anything. Just saying. You'll get all that in discovery.
Before we do anything further. The other statement that we want to make as an organization is that Moonshine and Whiskey is a stand-up group of people.
I met with Mike.
The owners.
He's a good man.
Watch how he says now that the bar is not responsible for this. This guy beat the shit out of a chick at a bar on video. Case closed. Nothing else matters. Nope. Nothing else matters. What time she went to the hospital. I don't care if she did fucking cartwheels in the fucking parking lot after. Obviously, this guy's not a lawyer. So if there are any lawyers watching, reach out because this family needs one.
Are good people.
I agree with you completely.
I can't believe that they hold any responsibility because there are issues where there's been brawls break out in another restaurant.
So listen to this guy's statement here. But listen, they had a panic button. They did not press it. They did not call an ambulance. They are liable for whatever injury she has in that establishment. They didn't stop the violence from happening. Listen to what they say. They run a safe, family-friendly environment. Safe. I don't know if you would call that a safe environment.
Yeah, any restaurant.
You called it.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and they're
there's
not
videos,
held liable for it.
Right.
There's been other incidences in other bars where there's, outside there's been disagreements. They're not held responsible. So I can't lay any blame. We can't lay any blame on Moonshine and Whiskey. They're an outstanding group of people.
Mike is a good man.
Mike is excellent.
He absolutely is. I don't. It's just a horrible situation.
Staxx, it's too late for any lawyer too much on the net. He would be paid just to push through the system. So what do you do in a situation like this? You might have a point there. Shit. Like, this is why the bars have insurance. And when things like this happen, they lose that insurance and close down 100%. Yes, you are right, Staxx. This is legit, 100. And listen, the bar owners said that they have a panic button, and she did not press it. They did not call an ambulance for her. She obviously needed medical attention. The bartender threw a rag at her and walked away. So the bar is liable for this. Anything from when she got assaulted at their establishment and left and went wherever, it doesn't matter what happened. They are responsible. They are responsible for their patrons' safety. 100%. Rory.
I don't. When a bank gets robbed, you don't blame the bank. And when people have fights in restaurants.
This wasn't a fight. This wasn't mutual combat. That's different. Okay? If two guys have mutual combat, that's different. This is a guy assaulting a woman in a bar,
etc. The restaurant is not to blame. I I met with Mike. He's a good guy. There's no question. Mike is a good guy, and
we're not saying that Mike's not a good guy, right? That's not the case here. Mike could be the greatest guy in the world. We're not saying that Mike's not a good guy. We're saying that he's responsible for her safety at his establishment. So I don't know. Oh, banks don't sue the bank because it got robbed. Well, when you go to a bar, you're supposed to be safe, right? It's not like it's two guys fighting. Okay, two guys fight. That's different. I don't care if one guy beats the shit out of another guy. That's mutual combat. Write the check, Mike. They're going to have to do something. The bar is responsible. The bar might say Mojo's on it soon.
he's trying to do something. I'll go on the record. I have no problem going on the record, and I can say with confidence, Mike at Moonshine and Whiskey is trying to provide a good, fun, safe country bar for Picayune. He's doing everything he can.
No, I don't believe that.
That was an unfortunate incident. And I do believe because, I mean, let's be completely fair and transparent here. The Moonshine Whiskey was a biker bar for a long time.
It was a biker. Listen to this shit.
Is that fair?
Prior to being named.
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
It was a biker bar for a long time prior to being named Moonshine Whiskey.
Fair enough. Yes.
Sir. The previous establishment, the previous owners, it was pretty much a biker bar.
Right.
What would you call it now? With a bunch of bikers in there.
Okay.
Mike has gone through changes to change that, so it's not just a biker bar. It's more of a
biker bar where women get the shit beat out of them at this said not biker bar.
Family oriented type. They have live bands. They bring in different crowds, different groups of people, shall we say.
Yeah, upstanding individuals. I really appreciate all you guys. What are your thoughts on this case? I think she has a crazy lawsuit on her hands. I think the bar's responsible. I mean, that's a good thing that they put this guy out of the club. Hey, it is what it is. His actions caused that. It wasn't my reporting or anything else. It was his actions that caused him to be booted from the club. I think they shouldn't have done this interview. It's a terrible look on the club in general, but shout out to the real Galloping Goose that are upstanding people that don't agree with any of this situation. But I really appreciate all you guys. If any more information comes to light, I will let you know. And maybe I'll do a follow-up with Elizabeth and her husband, and we will have a conversation about this whole situation. So if you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to buy any merch, just hit me up on Facebook at Bill Staxx or hit me up on email, billstaxx2021@gmail.com. And if you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx. Or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats, Zelle. Or you could join the membership. There's a lot of videos on members only. I'm going to start doing lives, members only, and live chat with members only. So if you're not a member, you ain't getting in. And check out Patreon. There's a lot of exclusive content on Patreon you cannot see on YouTube. You get it there on Patreon before it even hits the circuit. So check out Patreon. We got a lot of other sites that we're going to be putting into the description of the videos. Check out Spotify. I'm on Spotify. Go check out Spotify and follow, share the video. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys on the next one. And remember, don't be a bitch.